Hello, welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Natalie and we are going to continue with Professor Layton and Pandora's Box or the Diabolical Box. In case you were confused, we are playing the HD mobile version. Just easy to record that way. The story so far. Professor Layton and Luke open the Elysian box and come away unharmed. Having now opened the box, the pair return to town to confirm a newly formed suspicion. Hearing that some miners might have left diaries on the ground, the two set out for the mine. And that's where we are, actually in front of the gate. So let's get in here. First time ever getting to this side of...
Over here.
Thank you, Hamtaro. There you go. You. And apparently you want a cup of tea. But then... Oh, thank you for making it this quick. See these sunglasses? They're my favorite pair, but no matter how I wipe them, everything's still blurry. From where I stand, the lenses look just fine. Perhaps the root of the problem isn't your glasses at all. Tell me, do your eyes feel strained? Now that you mention it, I suppose they do. Blow me down, aren't you the fast thinker? If you can learn to relax, your eyes might feel better. How about a cup of nice tea to that end? Tea, eh? Well, if it's no bother, I'll take you up on that offer. Something relaxing and, what the heck, a little spicy and earthy would be great. It's like, this is the restaurant, so I might as well order whatever I want. I don't know how many tea people we've had so far. Now that's good tea. A smile spreads across Ray's face. He seems restored and in high spirits. Oh, that's one spicy finish. I'm loving it. And you know, I think my eyes do feel better. Thanks for the tea, it really helped me out. Not again. What's the matter now, sir? I can still see that stupid fog. Maybe the air in Full Sense is just really polluted. Maybe it is. Oh! This was the final one! We are now a Tea Master! The Tea Master's house has been added to Layton's challenges. Well, thank you for that. And a puzzle, of course. You two must have nerves of steel to come all the way out here. But that doesn't mean I won't need to see what you're made of. Try this puzzle on for size. Who are you even? Below are 16 cards. There are 4 cards from each suit. Diamonds, clubs, spades and hearts. The cards are arranged in a 4x4 grid as shown below. And 4 cards have already been placed down. Arrange the remaining cards so that each vertical column, horizontal row and diagonal line of 4 cards contains 1 card from each suite. Touch a card to change its suit. But this is a little bit like, or how do you call it, Sudoku. So I'm all here for it. Let's just get started and see how we fare. And of course my neighbors decide to play their loud music outside at this specific point in time, like why wouldn't you? Okay, if he plays you there. Bow, bow. Then we have to have a heart over here and then the other heart has to be there. Then you can only beat this. And then you can only beat this. Okay, there's... Now we only need one of you. Okay, I think that we are correct now. No, we're not. Yes, no, we are. Sorry. I forgot the upper left corner. We did it!
And there we have it.
Good. Nicely done. Did that one give your brain a workout? It's a great puzzle to set up with real cards and share with a friend. It's a good one for if you play Sudoku. Now that's what I'm talking about. Superb puzzle solving there. Listen, Urson Castle is on the other side of this forest. No one will go within a mile of it, but I hear the Duke's fortune is just sitting there in piles. If you're thinking about heading in, keep your guard up against the vampire or whatever's in there. And you have one more puzzle. Hey, this fork in the road is my turf. What's the big idea? Oh well, since you came all the way here, why not try your hand at this puzzle I've got? Oh, I don't like it. Okay, let's just get started. Yeah. There we go. else has disappeared? You have gone to there. You have gone to there. And then you go to there. You go there. You go there. Then you go up a bit. Oh, sorry. Over there, you over there. And now we have another puzzle. We made it smaller at the very least. Oh, I did something wrong, didn't I? Please don't make me restart. Okay, what did I do wrong? Yeah, I did something wrong. Okay. Okay, now we're back to this. Okay, now we got where we needed to be. And we ended in the middle like we were supposed to for the extra challenge. What are you doing, Teddy? They are very cute socks, yeah. Nicely done. One variation of this puzzle challenges the player to complete the puzzle in the fewest number of moves possible. For the purpose of this puzzle, multiple consecutive jumps using a single ball count as one only move. If you've got some time on your hands, why not try this puzzle again and see how few moves you need to complete it? I think we did it pretty fast. You tore through that puzzle like it was nothing. Wild things live in the forest, Ball. If you're set on going deeper, you gotta be prepared for danger. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was the wrong way, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. There we go. Okay, let's find some hint coins. And to the left. This must be the mine we heard about, Professor. Yes, and it appears to be sealed off. Just imagine it, look. They used to dig for gold here. There must have been a lot of gold down there if it had such a huge effect on the entire town. But if it brought so much wealth, why on earth would they ever close the mine down? That's a question we might be able to answer if we can find some account of what transpired here. There's no sense in any more speculation. Let's venture in. And let's take a photograph. But also let's clear some puzzle or some int coins. I always am looking for like, oh, they're going to tell me something, you know? Or they're going to explain the puzzle, but the puzzle is already explained, so you don't need to. I'm just conditioned to wait for them to talk or to give me something. Okay. I think there's nothing strange about the mine card. Or it doesn't look like there's anything strange anyway. There's one thing missing here.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
Okay. Oh, and there's a shovel missing here. Like there's not a shovel there, but there should have been a shovel. There we go.
That was almost too easy.
Now one of these, if you remember correctly. Oh. Yeah, you weren't supposed to be there. Professor, I think I've stumbled upon a hidden puzzle here. The locked box. The box shown below is fitted with a lock consisting of 2 dials. You can't turn the blue dial directly, but when you turn the red dial, the blue dial moves an equal amount. In order to see the relationship between the 2 dials, you try turning the red one from its original position as shown below. In order to open the lock, you must turn the blue dial to 3, 6, 4 and 1 in that order. Since you can't turn the blue dial directly, to which numbers must you turn the red dial in order to produce the desired numbers on the blue dial? Okay, so when it's at 0, it moves to 5. Beautiful 0. And when it's at 3, so 3 steps further, it goes to 2. So it's not like it moves... When you move 3 steps... 1, 2, 3, 4... The other one moves 5. So, just so that we can continue with the puzzle, with the mystery.
And there we have it.
That was tough. The red dial needs to be turned to 2, 7, 1 and 4 to produce the numbers you need on the blue dial. It turns out these 2 dials actually rotate in opposite directions. One way to solve this problem is to create a chart with each dial's corresponding numbers like the one shown above. You seem to be struggling a bit with that one, Professor. I don't want to mention anything, but we did solve it at the very least. Oh, this is the theme that also played when Don Paolo was there. Interesting. This door isn't going to open, Professor. Yes, it would seem we need to solve this puzzle first. I wouldn't have it any other way. The button that opens the door in front of you is buried deep within this machine, so you can't push it directly. However, by pulling the lever at the top to the left or right, you can move the various gears and plates in the machine, allowing you to press the button at the bottom. In order to push the green button, should you pull the lever towards A or B? Okay, if we move it to B, then this one is going to move in that direction. And that's going to push you like this. And if that turns, then you also go that way, which sends that one that way. And then this one is going this way, pushing that one to that side, so it's going to touch the green button. So you have to move it to the right. Please be correct. Yay, we did it! I love the memo function. Nicely done. Moving the lever towards B will spin the gears in a way that causes the bottom lever to hit the green button. Since there are only 2 possible answers for this puzzle, you could have just guessed, but hopefully you were able to work it out properly. We did! We actually did. Oh. Excellent. The door is open now. Let's proceed. Looks like there was a left side to it. Oh, I like this little map over here. We're going deeper and deeper inside the thing. Oh, and there's another opening over there. Look, there's something on the wall here. That is most certainly a puzzle. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Hopefully the puzzles are getting more difficult. All the doors in the maze below only open when pushed from one direction, as shown. It is therefore impossible to pass through every room while going through the maze from the entrance to the exit. However, this feat would be possible if one of the doors could open in the opposite direction. Can you find and circle this door? Okay, because if you push it open... Oh, sorry, use this. We can push through... Yeah, thank you. Push open through here. Yeah, the others already don't. Okay, let's work backwards. Because in order to get in, we need to get through there. And in order to get there, we need to get in there. In there. Well, if this one, actually the first one already works, then you can already do it, right? No?
Whoops. That wasn't right.
Yeah, I know I did, but I think I'm still correct though. Well, we're back to 20. I do think I'm correct. Because you can just push it in through there, push it in, push it in. Like, you can just move in through here, but the game is not accepting that. The game wants this. Like, okay, fair enough, then we'll do that. I still think I was correct.
Piece of cake.
You did it. You have to pass through every room on the way. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Stupid. Okay, that was stupid. I finally solved it. Still, it's odd, Professor. Why would someone go to the trouble of placing a puzzle down here? Perhaps the miners made puzzles to pass the time between shifts down in the mine. Or they don't want you to get to the boss area too quickly. It's also a possibility. My father fell ill from that sickness and has passed away. I also heard that many of the people who left Volsens have formed a village a safe distance from town. I imagine she lives there now too. I've decided to send her a letter. As Duke, I can't leave town, but I've entrusted my message with a man who is passing through town. Now all I can do is wait for a reply. You're definitely the vampire. Oh, this is also so cute. The little tea set. Okay. I do hope this isn't part of the lift. Well, only one way to find out. Well, we'll need to use this lift if we are to head further into the mine, but it seems to be broken. How can we get it running again? Aha, there's a circuit board over here. We would be able to use this to restore power to the elevator. Let's see. Yes, follow the instructions on the circuit board, Luke. That should fix our problem. Of course it does. Oh no. The circuit board for the lift contains a puzzle. According to the instructions, you need to make the blue and red balls switch places in order to restore power to the lift. Are you up to the task? Well, I have to be. Now don't die, game. Because if we don't, then nothing's going to happen here. Okay, move you over there. Move you out of the way and move you out of the way. Thank you for moving. This went a lot faster than I thought it would.
Here goes.
But it worked.
Piece of cake.
Good job. So how many moves did it take you to complete the task? If you did it in 12 moves, give yourself a pat on the back. Oh, listen. Do you hear that? It sounds like the lift is up and running again. Well, I hope so after solving a puzzle. Oh, the lift is making some noise. I think it's fixed. Excellent. I suppose the next move should be to head down. Ominous, but okay. Hello.
Jackpot!
Thank you. If we didn't have him, tarot. What do you think, Luke? Could the safe hold some of the journals that Gringo mentioned? Why would they be in there? Well, we won't know until we open it. How do we open it? The lock is rather complicated. Let me see if I can decipher the code. Find the 4-digit code that opens the safe. You can use the digits 0 to 5 in your answer, but each digit can only be used once. The small lights next to each row of digits are the key to finding the code, as they tell you how much in common that row has with the code. A white light indicates the digit that is in the code, but in a different place in... Oh, I love these games. An orange light indicates the digit that is in the code and in the correct spot. Touch the digits at the bottom of the screen to change them. Then touch submit when you have your answer. Okay, so there are 2 things in the right place in the first 3, and then only 1. There are always 2 in the right spot in the first 2. And there are 2 in there that haven't occurred. Okay, well, at least we know that the 2 is out. Because in that row, it isn't even in. And the 2 is the only one that doesn't come back, return in any of the other 2. Okay, so we know that 5 has to be in there. Or at least I guess so. It could even be... because there is 1 in the 4th row that isn't supposed to be in there at all. Because the first and the second don't have to mean that the same are in the correct order. But it may mean that 5 was supposed to be in that order. Okay, what does the first one have in common? So we know that 1... yeah, all 4 needs to be in there. I might think that 4 has to be in there. And then you would guess the 0. 0, 1. I think that this might be the answer, but I might be wrong. Then we will just restart. It wasn't.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
That's right, the code is 01454. You could solve this by entering the numbers haphazardly until you stumble upon the solution, but it's much more fun to think your way to the answer. I did it a bit haphazardly, but that did the trick. Have a look at this, Professor. Ah, this looks like a miner's diary. This is just the thing we've been looking for. Look. Perhaps it can shed some light on what transpired here. Let's see what it says. We dug up some funny mineral that I've never seen before, here in the Duke's gold deposit. He's sure the ore can be refined to some other kind of precious metal. Personally, I feel like there's something sinister about the stuff. Not that the Duke cares one bit. No, he'll have his way and we'll keep digging. I'd bet my life on that. Some other kind of precious metal? But I thought this was a gold mine. Ever since we unearthed that awful ore, people have been dropping like flies from some unknown illness. There's so many sick people in town that half our miners have stopped coming into work. What in the world is going on here? Gosh, that's just terrible. So many people must have been sick. Full Census time as a gleaming beacon of prosperity is at an end. This town is cursed and ruined. I suspect we're just days away from shutting down this awful mine for good. I leave this diary behind so that anyone who tries to reopen the mine may think twice about it. Ah, how odd. The date on this last entry is from just about 50 years ago. But that can't be right. The mine was up and running until recently. Yes, or so we've been told. But this has got me thinking. Both this diary and Gringo suggest a connection between the Elysian box and the events in the mine. From what I can tell, all of this traces back to a single man, the Duke himself. Even if he himself is long gone, his castle may yet contain the answers to all of our questions. That may have actually happened to Dr. Schrader, like maybe the disease or something was in the Elysian box and that's why he passed out and maybe not even died. So, does that mean we have to visit that spooky castle for ourselves? Do you mean to tell me you're scared of the place? Of course not. A million vampires wouldn't scare me. If there truly is a vampire living in that castle, I'd very much like to make his acquaintance. Don't say things like that, Professor. If we met one, I'm sure he'd eat us on the spot. But still we are going. Okay, back up we go. Or not. I believe we've retrieved the records we came for. Let's take our leave now. But what's this? The lift is out of service. I say, this won't do. Oh, but look here. There's a set of buttons built into the wall. Surely one of these buttons will send the lift back up, but it is connected. It's time to solve another puzzle. The wires connecting the lift to the button controlling it have somehow been severed. However, if you can connect the negative and positive wires on the top to the wires carrying the same charge below, you can fix the lift. To do this, draw lines between sets of terminals. Draw 2 lines to connect each positive and negative terminal to its counterpart and get the lift running again. Okay. This is a -1. And we want a plus. That is connected to you, if I'm correct. I think I am. Yeah. Okay, now we follow the plus above. That one leads to the third one. You need to connect to, for example, to you. And then we have the upper one that we can't really see clearly. I'm going to assume that that is you coming from out there. Oh, but it's another minus. I guess there's something that I don't understand then. Restart. Maybe you only have to connect the 2? Maybe that's the case. And maybe... Yeah, oh, the first 2. Yeah. There we go.
Wonderful.
We're back in business. The lift is working again. The buttons appear to be working. We should be able to leave the mine now. Good. Okay, so now we're going to enter the castle. It's you! We met you in the first game. Hola, friendson. Am I glad to see you? I was sure I'd never see another soul ever again. Hey, I know you. I was traveling al mundo, and last thing I remember, I was en transito to Egypt. Tell me, por favor, how long ago were these fine pyramids built? Sorry, sir, you're not in Egypt. Do you remember how you got here? I haven't the foggiest, senor. Een minuto I'm heading for Africa, the next minuto I'm down here. With no one around, I started poking at this thing to pass the time, and I think I broke it. Ah, yeah! Help me fix it, s'il vous plaît. Small ornaments dangle from a metal bar, and they've thrown the bar off balance. The 5 ornament strings are spaced equally apart, and each type of ornament weighs a different amount. 3 light ornaments weigh the same as 1 heavy ornament, while 2 light ornaments weigh the same as a medium ornament. I think it has to be a moon then. It is the moon, hopefully, because we cannot... Oh, no, we did.
And there we have it.
Good job, the crescent moon ornament is just... Yeah, this is great, fantastic, awesome. Oh, wonderbar. A million arigatos, mein ami. Now my mind is at ease, I can finally leave this musty tomb. Honestly, this was how most of my French tests went. When I couldn't figure it out, I just wrote different languages to make it fit. Oh, another diary. How do you come upon a diary? I don't want to know. I don't know how many days have passed, waiting to hear back from her. It's been so long, in fact, that I can barely remember even sending that letter. Maybe she doesn't really love me. Maybe she's living in some other town, happily married to another man. She may. Having finally stumbled upon a miner's diary, I learned that shortly after a strange ore was found in Volsens, about 50 years ago, a mysterious illness began to spread through town. I believe it was this illness that first gave birth to rumors of a curse. Sadly, the diary had little else to offer in the way of information, just what happened here in the last 50 years. Okay, well, we are hopefully going to find out at some point. Oh, Mr. Layton. What are you doing here? Now look, sir, if I may be so bold, what brings you to these parts? It's the same exact question. Well, to be blunt, sir, I've been doing a bit of spying on you for some time now. You've led quite the investigation, and it won't be long before it all snaps into focus for you. It is for that reason I feel I can no longer hide the truth of this place from you. What are you getting at, sir? You've seen my studio. All those pictures of the town there. Those are pictures I took. The ones in the station are my work as well. Those photographs have held my interest for some time now. As they should. Mr. Layton, do you remember our last meeting in my shop? You pointed out a certain strange phenomenon occurring in photos taken within Full Sense. Yes, just one curiosity among the many we've seen in this town. It feels as though the whole of Full Sense conspires to keep a secret hidden from us. Your feeling is right, sir. You see, Full Sense is a cursed town. Cursed? To call it such may seem base, but I assure you the town's past is the very definition of the word. Perhaps the curse is a punishment we are meant to endure for the great mistakes of our past. But all nightmares eventually end, and I feel it won't be long now before we awaken. Huh? I encourage you to head to that castle in the distance and to meet with Duke Anton. Is this Anton the eldest son of the previous Duke? He is. Duke Anton has presided over Hudson Castle since his father's passing some time ago. I served the Hudson family until that day, 50 years ago, when I left it all behind and fled. I don't think Anton will ever forgive me. You see, he's a man who abhors betrayal above all else. What transpired 50 years ago? The answers to all your questions can be found at the castle. I urge you to head there. Perhaps a voice of reason like yours might persuade Duke Anton to listen. If you believe it will settle the matter, we'll visit the castle. Yes, see with your own eyes what's become of this town. Perhaps then we'll finally reach the end of this dark tunnel we've been traveling through. Look, I believe our destination has become apparent. You know where we must go next, don't you? The people we've talked to are scared to death of the vampire they say is living up in that castle. And that chat with the photographer only raises more questions. What happened 50 years ago? And what on earth is going on in that castle? Almost overnight, the Hudson family became incredibly wealthy when they discovered that seam of gold. If we can understand the story behind that, our questions about the Elysian box will be answered. But how are we going to get into the castle, Professor? I don't think it's the kind of place we can just waltz into. Oh, but I wouldn't say it's impossible by any means. What do you mean? The tracks we saw on the road to the castle were still very fresh. It would seem that the stagecoach is bringing something to the castle every day. We need only follow it to find our way to the castle. Oh, of course, that stagecoach is our ticket in. Excellent deduction, Luke. Now, shall we get going? I'm ready to go whenever you are, Professor. Just lead the way. The symbol is actually a crest belonging to the Hudson family, who once ruled over Full Sense. It's clear that the Hudson family and the Elysian box are deeply connected. Oh no, we do. Okay. I was like, sorry for pressing that, but the time I've spent in town investigating Full Sense's history has given me most of the pieces to the puzzle, but some facts still elude me. To answer those remaining questions, Luke and I have but one option remaining to us. We must head out for Hudson Castle. The gate is shut tight. In order to get in, we'll simply have to wait for the stagecoach. Look, there's the stagecoach now. How convenient. Quick, let's hide. This could have been a video. It's open. Professor, the gate's open. And we've escaped their detection. If we're going to enter, now is our only chance. Move quickly. You could have just climbed over using the trees, but... Do we really have to go through this forest to get there? I have to say, I find this place rather... spooky. Aye? Look, what's the matter? A ghost! There's a ghost in the forest! Oh, Luke, you know that there are no such thing as ghosts. Your eyes must be playing tricks on you. But I'm positive I saw it, Professor. Deep breaths, Luke. When on edge, even something as harmless as a gnarled tree can look like a ghost. I suppose so. Feeling better? Good. Come along. We mustn't let the stagecoach get too far ahead. I mean, I'm fine. Luke claims to have seen a ghost lurking in the forest. Personally, I believe his sighting to be nothing more than a trick of the light, but I can't blame him for being jumpy. After all, this town has been full of inexplicable happenings, but the question now is how these happenings connect with the rumor that the town is cursed. It's not a rumor. I mean, we have some evidence suggesting that it's actually a little bit cursed at the very least. It's pitch black out here, Professor. Yes, without some sort of light, I don't believe we'll be able to advance. But what do we have here? We're in luck, my boy. I think someone left a lantern here. First one of its kind. Used lamps to light up the dark forest paths. So, for each lamp, assume its light reaches to the end of any straight road. Use the fewest lamps possible to light all the paths. So where should the lamps go? I wanted to see again. Okay, so you now reach up here and there. And you reached all the way here, here, and here. And you're only reaching here and here. So maybe... I think that we could put them down a little bit smarter then. Okay, let's start with you and you. Okay, now we've got it. Yes. It would be nice if you could just do that a little bit more often, but...
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Good job. The paths were quite scary, but that was just because it was dark, right? Sure. Aha, now we've got a light. Curious though, isn't it? We would leave a perfectly good lantern out here. I can't imagine someone simply forgot it here. It's almost like someone is leaving a trail for us. Okay, and we continue with this puzzle. This forest just goes on, and it's darker than ever here. Yes, but fortunately somebody left behind a second lantern. Let's see where we are. Okay, so we're just going to get a bunch of these puzzles in a row. I would say put one over here, right? But that's probably too on the nose. But then again, how else are you going to reach both of them at the same time? And the same goes for here. To reach that little alcove, you would need this, and then you get a lot of maybe this. I think that yes. Ooh, I love that they show you that it works.
That was almost too easy.
Good job. The paths were quite scary, but that was just because it was. Oh, it's the same text, I think. That's the last one. Finally, some light. Now that the path is easier to follow, let's move ahead. I think that they're going to give us one more puzzle like this after this. Oh, I really like the look of this area. And yes, I see the camera flashing. There we go. And here we have the camera. One more after this. Okay, you're missing.
Let's see if this works. That was almost too easy.
Well, we did get it. Wouldn't say it was that was pretty on the nose, but there are two mushrooms over there. A third is missing here.
Just leave it to me.
And now I feel like it's not going to be as obvious. We found the first two a little too quickly. And ooh, I think no, that's not. It's because the picture is a bit lowered over there. Yeah, no, it is okay. was like, it's lowered, so it might be, but okay, we got there.
Ah, wonderful.
Thank you. Get one more picture after this. Oh, and it's missing here. Oh, look, I found a hidden puzzle. Well, it was thrown to you, but... It's said that ancient peoples came up with constellations by staring up at the stars in the night sky. Here's a star-laden puzzle to celebrate their achievements. Below is a 6x6 grid of sky and stars arranged into 9 larger blocks. Arrange these 9 blocks so that each row and column contains 3 stars. Blocks without surrounding outlines can't be moved. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so there are 4, and what was the rule again? Arrange these now so that each row and column contains 3 stars. I think that if you put you over there then... Okay, so that each row and column... Then you actually need you over there, because otherwise it doesn't work. You need someone like you over there. Okay, now we do have it, I think. No, because over here in this line you don't have 3. And here you have 4. Then now you have 4 there too. I feel like I have this one and this one correct. No, I don't, because the low... No, I think that this... They have to be there. But now the only one that... There are 2 that aren't working. And that's this down and this row down. But you can't have more if you keep that one in there. Now I do, yes! Ooh, we were so close that we got it.
My theory. A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
I'm a true gentle lady. Brilliant! The constellation is a bit abstract, but oh well. I mean, if it works, right? Phew, that wasn't easy. It wasn't too difficult. Obvious puzzle is obvious. Look at this strange mushroom, Professor. Curious. I've never seen this type before. Let me study it just a moment before we move on, because we don't have any pressing matters or something. Collect all the mushrooms in this forest as you pass through. Each circular clearing on the map contains mushrooms. You don't want to spend too long in this creepy forest though, so find the quickest route through that visits each clearing only once. I think you kind of have to go this way first. But then you have a problem with you and with the other one. And the problem lies in you. So what if we go to you first? Or after that? And we don't want to have a problem with you. And that's how you visit all of these. Oh, and then you just go left. Yeah. Okay, just make sure that everything is connected properly. And over there, and I think everything is connected now. Don't know if it's a fastest route, but it is a route. Okay, it's okay.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
Mushtastic. You clearly realize that you don't need to use every single path. Well, I did. Now that your curiosity is satisfied, can we please move on, Professor? Even Luke is done with it now. Professor, I hate to say it again, but I think we need a little more light out here. Alright, let's see if we can use this lantern to get our bearings back. Light the way, number 3. So where should the lamps go? I think you can use you over there. Okay, then you can go really far down, but you don't reach this. But now you reach up to get there. Yeah, because we already go down from this one there, so that's okay. What don't we have? I think we don't have this. Yay, we got it! We did do it!
Piece of cake.
Good job! And the same text again. Yeah, I can see again. That's much better. Now we can press on. Oh, there isn't much to see, but I do think the art is really beautiful. And then, oh, the puzzle. When did it get so chilly? Indeed, it's so cold out here that the lake is frozen over. Oh, I have an idea for a shortcut, but it is nowhere else this cold, right in town. The lake in front of the professor is frozen solid. The ice is thick enough to stand on, but so slippery that any movement in any direction causes him to slide uncontrollably in that direction until he hits a wall. While he is stationary, you can change the professor's direction by touching the arrows around him. Can you guide the professor through this slippery lake to the goal? Well, eventually, yeah. Okay, let's see what we want to do. Going down doesn't really have a purpose. And up we go. Well, that was rather easy, actually. I'm just really happy that we solved it this easily. And we did it. Phew, that was super slippery, but you can't stop now. I'm just curious why it is so cold here. Our crossing went as well as could be hoped for, but we can't stop here. Off we go. Okay, but I do first want to go back a... Oh, don't I want to go back a little? I did want to go back a little. But we are still at the same place. Whoa, watch your step here, Professor. It's nothing but ice. There's no snow for us to walk on here, so we'll need to tread carefully. Here goes. So it's just the same lake that they're giving us a puzzle on. Should we first go here? Okay, going right doesn't really have a purpose. Neither does going down. Oh, I should have thought a little more. And if we go left and go down, it's really not going to serve as much, is it? I don't think it is. Let's just play it out. Oh no, okay. I think what we need to do is get stuck over here. There we go. And now we can get out.
Just leave it to me.
We did it!
Piece of cake.
You made it. Feel like you're getting the hang of these puzzles? Just remember, if you ever come across a frozen lake in real life, be sure to keep off it. Those things are dangerous. I do like the art above. The art in these games. Well done. It's a miracle we both made it across without taking a tumble. And since we're getting close, look, let's keep moving. So one more puzzle of this? Of course. And here we are facing another frozen lake. It appears to be the only way across, so here we go. It's actually the same lake over and over again, but that's fine, Layton. Okay, where we probably need to get stuck is over here. Let's go to the right. We'll just follow this down for a bit. There we go. Don't think I needed to do it. Oh, why did I go down first? We could have just gotten up. Yeah, but that's fine. I was so focused on getting down to that thing. Excellent. Be glad the professor isn't a champion ice skater. Okay, so he definitely needs your time moving around on the ice, but then you'd be out of a puzzle because of it. True. We made it across. Now we've only a short distance left to cover and we'll be there. Okay, we're going to try and keep going until the end of this chapter. But I don't know exactly when it will end. So just before I promise we're going to end. Professor, are you sure it's safe to cross this thing? It looks a bit rickety. Safe enough, I believe. Are you frightened, look? A little, yes. I mean, just look. If I fell, that would be the end of me for sure. Now look, it may seem scary, but if you stay calm and keep moving forward, you'll be just fine. Here, help me with this puzzle. It will help take your mind off our little trip across the chasm. That's what they all say, Professor. Look at Professor Layton stand at one end of a rickety old bridge. Afraid of falling into the chasm below, Luke's legs have become stiff with fear, and he can only walk across the bridge in increments of 1 or 3 planks at a time. The narrowness of the bridge prevents Luke from doubling back the way he came or switching the foot he's standing on before stepping forward. Use your finger to create a path that guides Luke safely across the bridge. While avoiding any gaps in the planks, Luke is safe when he steps on the red footprint. Okay, so may have gone a little bit too quickly. Now we have it. Right? Yeah, we do. Thank you.
And there we have it.
That was some fancy footwork. The 9th step you choose gets Luke safely across the bridge. Good boy. Well, I suppose I feel a little better, but this bridge still makes me nervous. I mean, that's fair. Oh, look, there's a town beneath it. There's a Ferris wheel and everything. Whoa, this place looks even scarier up close. Feeling nervous again, are you? Not in the slightest. Let's go, Professor. Ah, somebody help me! What seems to be the problem, sir? There's a vampire in that castle. I thought I was a goner, but I managed to give him the slip. An actual vampire? Are you sure? I didn't stick around to check his fangs up close, sonny boy. I've got to get out of here. Ugh! So what do you think about all this vampire business now, Professor? The rumor does seem to have spread throughout the population of Full Sense. Well, do you think maybe it could be, you know, more than a rumor? Mr. Parcell seemed fairly sure. That's what we're here to find out. Just a few more steps and we'll find out for ourselves. Yes, I want to say, I think that this is the end of this chapter, Chapter 7, an encounter at the end of the line. I'm so excited. Okay, but there were some hint coins, so let's collect those before... Thank you, Amtaro. And I want to thank you for watching this episode. We are going to do the last one in the next upload, in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you then. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.